What's up, ladies and gents? Sinistrado, your host, and we are finally checking out some games for our PSVR2. I apologize for the sound of my audio, but I am using audio that comes from my headphones, my Arctis 5 headphones, I believe. And so the audio quality on my mic might not be as good as what you're obviously used to. But this is just a little workaround that I can do to make sure you guys can hear everything that I say. So this is the Resident Evil Village VR mode gameplay demo that you get to play with. And I thought I'd show it off to all of you. No face cam or anything like that, just straight up gameplay. And this will be the opportunity for you guys to see if watching VR gameplay is going to be something that you're interested in or that you can even do. A lot of people have motion sickness, so I understand that a lot of people will not be able to watch this. I will try to limit the fast movements in my head, but I think PlayStation has done a great job too by making everything smooth. So let me know on your end, of course, if the gameplay was smooth or anything like that, but we're going to go ahead and get started. There are a lot of controls that you can mess with. I've put this on pretty much immersion mode, meaning that everything that you see me do is pretty much for someone who's played a lot of VR. Okay, so with that being said, we're going to go ahead and get started. And we're just going to do this on the standard difficulty. Okay, so here we are. As you can see, we got our hands. Now, we don't have a full body. We actually have no body at all. It's just our hands. And I think this is fine for VR gaming. I don't think you need to have the full body to showcase anything because, in my opinion, that just takes up resources when you can make the games look even better. So, yeah. So, press that button to reset your camera. You can look around with the R, and then you can move with the left. I gotta say that this movement is so smooth in the game itself. So we're going to learn controls for the camera, knife use, weapon use, guarding and striking, first aid, flashlight, and key item use. Alright. First up is get the knife. Alright, so we need to take some slashes with it. We can go this way, that way, up, down, stab. It's pretty cool. And the haptic feedback in these controllers and in the headset is beyond anything that's possible with the Quest or Oculus or anything like that, because the haptic feedback just really makes you feel like you're actually doing these things. So it's pretty freaking cool. So it automatically, once you draw it out, you can just let go and then it'll appear in there. You can't actually put it back in, as you can see, so there's really no reason to do that. I don't know if you can throw it or not. It looks like you can, and you can catch it. Sometimes. One thing I will say this is, I'm not a huge fan of the grip button, because it's just a button. Whereas on the Quest or Oculus devices that I've been able to play with, it's not a button. It's like a trigger. And so I have found that it is much, much more difficult for me, because I do not have big hands. I have small hands. It's much, much more difficult for me to actually grab and hold on to things and keep that button pressed down, especially when I'm trying to use my thumb to move and to do other things, because it just doesn't feel as good as the trigger, because it's just a button. It's literally just a button, just a big button. But it's not thick, it's very thin, so the distance to push in isn't that much. And I think that is a detriment, because it makes it much, much more difficult. It's something you're going to get used to over time, and it'll make it easier. But if you're just starting out coming from other devices, it's not easy to hold this button down, because you still need to move around while you're holding it down, and it can be a little tough. But as you can see, we can do these things. Now, as far as this, there's two different methods you can do. You can pick it up with the grip, and then it automatically gets stored, or you can hit the X. So if you don't want to grip it, you can just hit X instead of actually having to grip it, but obviously immersion while, you want to grip it, because it feels more real when you're grabbing it. But I am so very, very impressed with how smooth it is in VR. I don't know what the refresh rate is that I'm getting currently, but it is smoother when I use the right thumbstick to turn than any game I've ever played on the Quest. It's just so smooth. And of course, that's the PlayStation 5 power of these games running on. Everything is just, you get high resolution. Alright, so eject, top button, take out your ammo from your pouch, put it in, take it back, just like before. And the haptic feedback is just amazing. I don't know which eye you're seeing this out of. I guess this is the best way for you to understand. Right now, I'm aiming directly in the center in the red. Either that, or you're seeing my arm to the left, or you're seeing my arm to the right. So I'm left eye dominant. I don't even see out of my right eye, or I only see shapes. So even though you might see me shoot with my right hand, I'm actually looking through my left eye. So it depends on if this is recording the right eye or the left eye of what you will see. Again, I'm aiming right at the target. And if it's the right eye, then you're going to see it on the left side. But I gotta say, wow, it's freaking amazing. The haptic feedback really makes this feel so much better. Alright, let's go pick up the shotgun. Alright, so you can draw your shotgun. I can't really tell. I think you just go over your shoulder. So, yep. Take ammo from your pouch. Put it up. I see where it is. And you got to do it individually. You can get 5 in there. Hold on to it. Cock it back. And then once you get it close, it automatically goes right to your eyes. But you always have to remember to cock it. That's pretty cool. So let's see what it's like when you shoot it with one hand. A lot of kickback, but still possible to do. As you can see, lots of kickback. Very easy to reload. So you probably want to aim lower. That way, make sure you hit it if you want to do one hand aiming. Or you can go like this. Have it nice and low. But as soon as you go up to your eye, it like kind of snaps to the center, which makes it so much easier to shoot and to do everything. Alright, let's pick up the sniper rifle. Alright, this one you draw from here. Okay. Alright, same thing. Eject mag, grab a mag, stick it up in there, and then do that. So as far as this one goes, as soon as you bring it up to your eye, it snaps, and then you've got this nice view. And as you can see, it's a bolt action, so every time you have to re-gauge the bolt. And it's very intuitive, very nice, and I like it. I don't want to enable any. Okay, so you see up ahead is that one. I like how they put it up ahead, because most of the time what they do in video games is they put it directly where your hips are. Now you can change the offset if you want, but for me, I think it's better that when I look down, I can actually see my weapons instead of having to really look down. So it's much easier to sit here and grab this. And do that. I mean, the aiming is just top notch, right? And then it puts it automatically back. Again, you can kind of throw it, but I don't really think this game is meant for that. Although you can do it. And it's not realistic, so when you try to swing it back, it really doesn't do it. So I don't recommend doing that, although you could do it in Resident Evil 4. Alright, so with this one, You can get really fast if you're smart and you know how to, and you've aimed before. But really, really cool. Super easy. Put it in, push it forward, and go. So the game does give you an opportunity to shoot pretty fast, although it's going to be definitely harder than it is in any other type of regular game in 2D. So, yeah, there's your sniper rifle, there's your shotgun, there's that. Again, boom. It just feels so good. Alright, let's go ahead and get into the game. Got two-handed grips and one-handed grip, makes it both easier, obviously. Alright, next up is guard by raising both hands with your palms facing you. Okay, so you don't have to press any of the grips or any of the triggers. If you just put your hands in, it automatically goes into a fist for guarding. And then you can hold R1 and L2 and thrust your hand forward to strike. Alright, so let's do this. Alright, so that takes some of the brunt of the damage. Now we can actually do a regular one. So now I've actually done it myself, and you can hit. Very nice, very nice. Feels really great. Alright, first things up is first aid, so pick up the first aid. Then we're going to remove the cap, and then turn the bottle over on your hand to heal. Alright, so grab jacket. Kind of reminds me of the old game Alone in the Dark. Grab your flashlight, turn it on with triangle. So here's the trick. Either you can be as realistic as possible and walk around with your flashlight in your hand and your weapon in your other hand, so you can do some cool tactical shooting and stuff like that. I think it's definitely feels really good when you do it like that. Or if you just let go, it attaches to your head, and now you only have to worry about one hand instead of something else in your other hand. It depends on how you want to play. It's obviously, in my opinion, way more realistic to grab it like this and to hold on to it like that, just because I like that feeling of you play VR for realistic purposes. You know, you don't want a handhold. Turn on the electricity. I mean, just look at this. I hope it's bright enough for all of you. I know it's pretty dark. So let's grab this fuse. Just imagine some of the scares you're going to get in this. Oh. Alright. So I'm going to let go of this and have it attached here so I can do this the best way that I can. So hit X. So what this is it brings up your use item. So all you have to do is touch it. If you touch it, it's going to bring up that, and then you grab it. So you touch, grab, and then insert. And there you go. And of course, can't really turn your flashlight off once you have it on you. Yeah, I see it's still on. You just got to go in here again, turn it off, and then you can let go, and then you're back to no flashlight. Alright, so let's begin the actual demo. All the cutscenes happen in first person, just like the game.
Jesus.
About damn time. What's your status? Is the package safe?
What are you talking about? Where's Chris Redfield? And Rose?
Who is this? This is a secure channel. You are not authorized to enter.
Fuck. What the hell happened to you?
Alright, so now we have control. You can actually bend down by pressing the right thumbstick in. And of course, to be as realistic as possible, open that up and let's go. We're going on an adventure, everyone. You will move wherever your head is facing, so if you turn your head, your body will kind of shift over to there. I mean, this is freaky. This has got to be one of the freakiest, realistic. The trees hitting you. Sounds. Now, once you get to certain places, you're going to notice it'll take over, and then you're not doing anything anymore, and then we'll switch to your head being your flashlight. But keep everything held down as you did before. This is one of those games that it doesn't matter if you're playing it in the daytime or dark. It's going to scare the crap out of you. Now, let me talk about the thing everyone's talking about, the mirror or whatever it's called. So you can easily, in dark scenes, you can see this slight filter that you see. That's because of the OLED, but it does not hinder anything, and it's not as bad as everyone was saying it is, at least for me. Like, I can see it, but it doesn't take me away from just how amazing this looks. But yes, it is there for those that wanted to know. You can move things out of the way. Okay. Oh shit! Yep, I'm going. My god, I feel like they're all around me. Oh my god! Oh my god! Just go, Strain, just go. Like I said, when it's completely dark, you're going to notice the mirror. Alright? It's very obvious, especially when you have a flashlight that's kind of helping it to be seen a little, but it's not too bad. Still very, very immersive. But it's only in these types of games that you're really, really going to notice it. Other than that, the blacks are completely dark and black. It's pretty amazing what they've done here. I mean, the sounds, the creepiness. And then we'll drop it now, and you can see it's attached to our head, so we don't have to hold it anymore. Oh, okay. Luis, is that you? Now, you'll notice there are some times when you grip it doesn't work, that's because it's going to play a cinema. So you have really no way of knowing. So always try to grip first for immersion, and then if you can't, you got to hit the X. I mean, wow. They have done such an amazing job at this. This is incredible. Ooh.
What did all this?
Just hit X to jump over. And I'm moving, of course, with the left thumbstick, just like you would in the normal game. Wow. Holy crap. Situations like this, you don't see the filter at all. It just looks like Resident Evil 8, but you're inside the freaking game. I mean, just absolutely amazing and super smooth. And one of the things I love about the PSVR2 is it's made for recording gameplay. The Quest, you have to go through hoops to record. It's easy to record on the Quest, but the audio gets off. You have to transfer the files. This is just directly to your PC if you have a capture card, or if you're using your in-game recorder that you can do with the PlayStation kind of recording. But it's super smooth and it's super easy. It's already laid out in whatever resolution that your PlayStation is set at, which mine is set at 4K, obviously. Some things you can move around. See these trees, they move on you, but you don't actually move them around. They do a great job by putting vignettes in just the right times. Like when you do really, really fast movement, they'll put it in so you'll see the blacks kind of come over the screen just to keep you from getting sick, motion sickness. That's not creepy. Not creepy at all. Doors automatically open before you even get there, so they'll open very, very easily.
Maybe they're out.
Probably a good opportunity to go. Needs a lockpick. Obviously, we don't have one. Wow, man, the detail in this environment is just amazing. Like I said, the biggest problem that I think most people are going to have if they've got small hands like me is just keeping that grip held down. Until you get used to it, until you get some time with it, it can be a little tough. But I, for one, am just... Holy God! He went that way? So how in the hell did he go that way? He's hiding behind them boxes. Really don't need that anymore. God, you could hear. And the game does a good job at changing lighting a little bit when you come in here so you can still see things. There's a bird cage up there. Look at that castle, dude. Remember, this is a game that's over a year and a half old. But playing it in VR, man, this is just mind-boggling. I know you can play this in PC VR, but that's with like a fan-made mod, and those can be a little janky. I mean, no offense to the guys that do it. It's amazing that they do. But this is one that was literally created for VR. Like, they the developers that made the game took the time themselves to really, really figure it all out and make it set for that. I mean, I'm just in awe. That's where we came from.
What happened?
Alright, so as far as the speakers for this thing, you get a pair of headphones that you can plug in. They're okay. They're not too loud, but they're not, I mean, detrimental. I've got a set of headphones over top so you guys can hear my voice through the mic. I will try to find a better way because this mic is obviously not going to be good enough for you guys to hear me clearly. So I'll need to find a solution to have a better mic for all of you. And I feel so ashamed that I finished my Let's Play. You guys have seen my Let's Play on Resident Evil 8, but I had a walkthrough and I got all the way on the hardest difficulty and I got all the way up to the factory and I haven't finished it yet on Xbox. I want to do that sometime soon, but I want to play this game in VR all over again. I don't think I can play it on anything above normal though, because holy crap, I'm a wussy when it comes to horror. I'm just a big old wussy, and I'm totally fine with admitting that. So not only can you use the knife, I remember, you can also punch. Yeah, see? Grab your first aid, open inventory, alright. So here's your inventory, and you can select item with the grip. And what do? Do you let go, or... Okay, select item, I guess, just to move around. But we already figured out how to use it. I am a little confused on that, though. Because you don't have it there. You don't have it on your body anywhere. So I think in order to use it, you have to go into the inventory, select it, and maybe this is where you do it. I'm not really 100% sure. Check equipment. So it tells you here where equipment items can be stored. There is something here on the left, I guess. Either that or they have the image wrong. Maybe it'll get on your side. I'm not sure. This is just the demo, so there's a lot of learning that you have to figure out. There's your knife. All right.
Did they just run out of the house?
Now for the fun part. Remember, this cutscene, all you can do is look around. So here we go.
No, friendly. Friendly. Who are you? Who sent you?
Nobody. There was an accident down the road and... What's going on?
Oh no. They're coming.
Who is? What the hell was that?
You have a gun?
What?
Please tell me you have a gun.
No, why would I?
Take it! Take it!
Are you listening?
Take!
Dead body? Wait, there's more.
So freaking holy crap. If I were him, I would just climb up right there.
Jesus Christ. What the hell is wrong with this place?
Holy shit, he just morphed through that guy! Yeah!
What was that? No.
Oh my god! Oh my god! All in a day's work. Gotta be a little early when you're catching it. Hey, got it! Haha! Alright. Holy crap, man. Chemical fluid. Alright, so if I'm not mistaken, you can go into your inventory and you can mix them. Crafting. There you go. So if we didn't really take any damage there, but if you did take damage, that's where you would do it, I guess. It would be really cool if you could pick up individual things, but not everything is pick-upable, if that's a word. Alright, looks like we need something. I don't remember exactly where it is. It's been a while since I played this game. I don't see it in here, though. I tell you what, though, the game is super smooth. There it is. Alright, so we got the bolt cutters. And from what it's telling me, we can view the bolt cutters. We go into items, click on it. We can look closer, and then we can actually, if I'm not mistaken, yeah, we can move it around, because we could do that in the game. If you want to get a good glimpse of how close everything is, it's pretty amazing. And remember, it's the same as I told you earlier. Hit X. Get as close as you can, grab, put it down, and then that's it. Oh, that's it. Okay. Well, there you go, ladies and gents. Only got to face off against one enemy, but that was pretty cool. If you guys would like to see a full playthrough of this, obviously it would not be a walkthrough in any terms. It would be legitimately more of a let's play, because I would be scared to death playing this thing with a walkthrough. But anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed the gameplay. Let me know in the comments below what you think of it. Hopefully it wasn't hard for you all to watch. It legitimately scared me, and this would be probably one of the most thrilling, suspenseful games I've ever played in VR if I were to do this. So let me know what you think in the comments below. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, and I will see you next time. Peace out. Bitches.